Now the ball loose on the floor, stolen by Sego, flips it to McEwen, right corner, thought about the three, didn't take it. Dylan Jones now on the drive, up with the left hand, lays it up and in. Dylan Jones off the feed from McEwen, and it's 2-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, heads-up play for McEwen after the air ball. He just snaked in front of that outlet pass and created something good for his team.
So now Northern Arizona with the ball. Richards out high. Bounce pass, left elbow for Carson Tout. Tout guarded by Jones. Holds, now finds a cutter in Mains to the hoop, lays it up. No, they're going to call a foul on Cody Carlson. Collision there. He was inside the restricted area. So the foul goes on Cody, his first team foul on the Wildcats. So at the line, Nick Mains, 7 out of 10 for the foul line so far this year for the junior from Scottsdale.
Yeah, the second leading scorer on this Northern Arizona team, and he's done a nice job for them early in the season. 12 points a game, 5.3 rebounds a game. So they're going to rely on him to have a good evening if they want to beat Weber State.
A veteran against the Wildcats. This is his 7th game of his career against Weber State, averaging 5 points and just over 2 rebounds a game. He hits both free throws to tie it up at 2. First substitution now. Mains is out. And checking in is Winton Brown, a 6'8 freshman from Carson, California, averaging 3 points and 2.5 rebounds. Jones at the left elbow, throws it out high to Carlson, handoff to Segu. He curls to the foul line, crosses over, throws it to Jones. Now left wing and McEwen. McEwen curling around a screen, throws it out to Segu for 3, rattles in and out. And here's Tout with a rebound for Northern Arizona. Back comes Tout down the left side, picked up by Jones on the wing. Backs Dylan down low, throws it up, a short air ball. Rebound loose, and it's controlled by Richards for Northern Arizona. And the whistles blow because the shot clock was reset. And, of course, that shot didn't draw iron, so it should not be reset.
Yeah, Tout is a decent scorer, but he's a really good rebounder and almost 10 a game. And just kind of short-armed that one. And, we're a little quick on the trigger there was the shot clock operator.
Wildcats have to be careful with Tout as well. Best passing big man in the league, averaging nearly 4 assists. Here's the ball stripped away. Overton with a 2-on-1 with Sissoko Jawara. Sego on the layup. And it's 4-2 in favor of the Wildcats. J.J. Overton unselfish there.
Yeah, his second steal and a really beautiful pass to Sissoko Jawara with a nice finish.
Jaden Jackson for NAU, out top to Richards. Leaves it for Brown. Winton Brown pressured by Overton. Looking for help. Throws it, tries to get it into Tout, but pass was too far out in front. It's over the sideline out of bounds. And now substitutions. Mason Stark, a 6'2 junior from Chandler, Arizona, checks in, averaging 7.5 points a game. And Jalen Cohn, the aforementioned transfer from Virginia Tech, averaging a team-leading 16 a game.
Well, I've heard of keeping guys fresh, but this is quite the substitution pattern here for the Lumberjacks.
Almost like a hockey game. Segu, skip pass around the corner. Jones, left side, off the front iron, no. Rebound grabbed by Cohn for Northern Arizona. Jalen Cohn on the drive, kicks it to Stark. Stark drives, tries to throw it back, he does. Three-pointer on the way, no. They're going to call Overton for a foul. And it looks like it's going to be Jalen Cohn shooting 3 for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, and J.J. Overton played a great defensive game so far, but he definitely fouled Cohn there as he did not let him, land after he jumps for the jump shot. And, fans don't like that one, but you got to stay clear of a guy's legs when you close out. He's going to get some free throws as he misses the first one.
I was going to say that's a good trade for the Lumberjacks because he's only a 29% shooter from three-point range, but 88% from the foul line. As a whole, Cohn shooting 38% from the field, 29% from three-point range. He's one of those guys you classify as a scorer, not particularly a shooter.
Well, he's missed his first 2 free throws, so he must not have been fouled, actually, as he does make one. But, yeah, scorer, you don't really love that title if you're a player. You want to be efficient, and you don't tend to be when you're called a scorer.
Wildcats off to a 6-0 start for only the 4th time in school history. Dylan Jones, left side against Tout. Turnaround, 5-footer air ball. No, Jones gets the loose ball off the rebound and lays it in. Dylan Jones' persistence pays off, and it's 6-3 Wildcats.
Yeah, Dylan Jones is a heck of a player. I thought there was a little bit of contact on that little jump hook that was short. It wasn't called, but he's not going to worry about that. He's just going to pursue the basketball as he did there and make it go in.
Cone foul line extended right for Northern Arizona. Into the middle for Stark. He swings it left for Winton Brown. Brown into the left corner. With it is Tout, guarded by Jones. Tout backs down, shovels it to Cone. His three-pointer from the left angle, no good. Offensive rebound, Northern Arizona, but Dylan Jones steals it away. Back comes Sigu Sissoko Jawara the other way for Weber State. Leaves it for McEwen. McEwen on the drive. Throws up a wild shot from 6. No. Wildcats wanting a foul. None forthcoming. Here comes Cone the other way for Northern Arizona. Pulls up inside the arc. His jumper short. Rebound tracked down by Cody Carlson for Weber State.
Yeah, Cone has not been close thus far on his shot attempts.
Sissoko Jawara, left angle three, too strong. Rebound tipped out long to Dylan Jones. Jones on the turnerships. Dylan Jones at the line, completes the three-point play. He's got 7 of the 9 points for Weber State. Wildcats lead the Lumberjacks 9-3.
Yeah, coaches will sometimes say, although they don't so much anymore, as we get a foul on McEwen off the dribble there. That, you know, if you're going to foul a guy, you better knock him down. Don't let him score. Even when you do that to Dylan Jones, he still scores. So you see a little reach here on McEwen. Looks like he just got him with the body there, but pretty decent defense.
That him is Isaiah Lewis, who's just checked in, a 6'6 sophomore from Little Elm, Texas, averaging 2.7. Brown, right wing, gives it up to Cone. Cone swings it left side for Lewis. Into the paint now for Tout, and he shuffled his feet. Turnover on NAU. That'll be their 5th already in this game.
Yeah, Weber State doing a really good job of playing the suffocating defense, and they're staying in front of the basketball right now as Tout comes out.
Yeah, John Aguic checks in, the 6'3 sophomore from Glendale, averaging just over 3 points a game. Alex Chu now in its center for Weber State. Zaire Porter also in for the Wildcats. Here's a bounce pass intended for Chu, but kick ball against Isaiah Lewis. It'll be Weber State ball. They'll reset the shot clock to 20.
Yeah, Weber State with the luxury of bringing a guy like Zaire Porter off the bench. It could very easily start for a number of teams. He's a really good basketball player. We'll see the kind of impact he has on this game.
Soho Jawara down low left, kicks it out to Jones, swings it to Porter. Porter spins left, fires it to Jones. Jones looking for Chu, can't get it to him. Dillon now, one-on-one, pulls up, left baseline, 8-footer no. Rebound controlled by Maines for Northern Arizona. Back comes Cone the other way. Left corner for Lewis. NAU still looking for its first field goal of the game as they trail 9-3. Winton Brown, foul line extended right. Hands off to Cone. He lost it, poked away though by Sissoko Jawara. It'll be NAU ball with 17 to shoot.
Almost every possession, Weber State has gotten their hands on the basketball on defense. It's been really impressive thus far to watch them. And Northern Arizona keeps subbing guys in and out at this frenetic pace. They haven't really gotten a feel for the basketball game so far.
They've already played 10 different players and we're only 5 minutes, 15 seconds into the contest. Cone pass inside. He traveled before. His pass was picked off by McEwen. Turnover number 6 on Northern Arizona. Very unusual for an NAU team. They're a minus 3.4 per game in turnovers. And Shane Burkhart's team the last 2 years has been second in the conference in fewest turnovers. Dylan Jones, nice spin move, left to right, under the basket, lays it in. Dylan Jones already with 9, and the Wildcats lead at 11-3.
Yeah, Jones looks really comfortable. Chu was actually there for the rebound if that happened to miss, but Jones was, determined to make that one go in.
7-0 run for Weber State. Aguic has it high right against Dylan Jones. Aguic passes into the middle for Lewis. Isaiah Lewis throws it left side for Cone. He pulls up left wing. Three-pointer is good. Jalen Cone knocks down his first field goal. He's got 4, and it's 11-6 Weber State.
Yeah, Weber State pursuing the basketball outside the three-point line. They're being very aggressive on defense, but a little too aggressive there from Porter as he got out of position and gave up the 3 to Cone.
Porter on the drive, drops it down low to Chu, lays it up, and he's fouled. And free throw no good. Rebound tracked down by Carson Tout for NAU. Gives it up to Isaiah Lewis. 12-6 Weber State. Lewis drives, pulls up, dishes off to Aguic. Pass inside for Tout. Deflected by Tout into the arms of Zaire Porter. Another NAU turnover. Sigu throws it to Chu. Now it's J.J. Overton who's back in. Overton spin move, pulls up right side. 15-footer air ball, too strong. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Maines for Northern Arizona. Back comes Jalen Cone, racing all the way. Drops it off low to Aguic, who lays it in. John Aguic with his first 2, and it's 12-8 Weber State.
Beautiful pass there by Cone, just really looked like he had eyes in the back of his head there trying to find Aguic, and Aguic with a nice finish.
Sissoko Jawara, left baseline. Bounce pass to Kohler. Dyson Kohler leaves it for Chu. His free throw line jumper off the front iron. Kohler at the baseline. Throws it off the legs of Cone over the end line on the Stark coming off a 7 for 10 performance against Texas Rio Grande Valley his last time out.
Coach Burkhardt is letting Tout know. I mean, he plays 27 minutes a game. He can't get in foul trouble for this team if they want to win this basketball game.
So we're back in play. It's Nick Maines against Kohler. Leaves it for Stark. Stark brings it out to Cone between the circles. Picked up by Porter. 10 to shoot. Stark against Kohler. One dribble. Throws it back to Cone. 5 to shoot. Jalen Cone behind the line. Shoots the three, and it's around and out. That was halfway down and kicked out. Dylan Jones the rebound. Tough luck there for Jalen Cone. Here's McEwen. Jump pass and a foul. Blocking foul called as McEwen ran into Jalen Cone, who tried to draw a charge. For Cone, his first. Team foul number 5 on Northern Arizona.
Thought that was a good effort there by Cone as we see the replay, but just didn't quite get there, so he didn't take it square in the chest. And so that's going to be a block every time. But a good effort on defense, and that's the kind of play you don't mind so much if you're a coach trying to make the right play on defense rather than reaching or trying to get a steal or something like that.
So 12-8, Weber State with a lead. McEwen to inbound left baseline. Plays it into Sissoko Jawara. Standing dribble against Stark. Bounce pass to Jones down low. Jones against Tout. Flips it out to McEwen. McEwen drives the left baseline. Steps back. Now drives again. 9 to shoot. Jones open for three. Too strong. Rebound cleared by Cone for Northern Arizona. Jalen Cone up the right side. Crosses over. Drives on McEwen. Kicks it into the corner and Aguic. Out top to Stark. Swings it left for Maines. Now it's back in the hands of Cone. Cone in the lane. Gets it down to Tout. Back against Dylan Jones. Porter reaches, can't get it away. Maines fakes, drives, pulls up right of the lane. His 8-footer won't go. Rebound cleared by Dyson Kohler for Weber State. Up the left side, Dylan Jones leaves it behind for Porter. Zaire, jump pass deflected and stolen away. Nice defensive play by Nick Maines for Northern Arizona. Back the other way comes Cone. Cone on the drive gets fouled. No! New and used car buyers give John Watson Chevrolet more 5-star reviews than any other Chevy dealer in Utah. John Watson Chevrolet, your 5-star Chevy dealer. Kobe McEwen on offense for the Wildcats. Fires it left corner. Kohler for three. That's off the front iron. The Wildcats now 0 for 6 from downtown. And now a foul on Dylan Jones as NAU had turned it back up the floor. First personal on Dylan. 15th foul on Weber State.
Yeah, just a little bit frustrating there for Dylan Jones. I think the team is starting to get a little bit frustrated as Weber State. They haven't been knocking shots down at the pace they'd like to, but they got to get the ball back inside if they want to continue to build on their lead. And then Northern Arizona doing a nice job of staying in front, making them take tough shots.
Tout drives, throws it right corner for Stark, swinging around outside right. Cone off the front iron, no. Rebound tipped out long, chased down by Maines for Northern Arizona. Back Cone returns it to Maines. Maines in from the left angle. Step back 10-footer off the front iron, no. Tipped up, no. Rebound loose off the end line, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, Tout with a really good job there of staying after that rebound, making it really difficult to control it for the defense, and just got an extra possession for Northern Arizona.
It'll be Cone to inbound from the right corner. He'll play it into Tout. Tout out high to Stark. Mason Stark comes left with a dribble, hands to Maines. Maines gives it back to Cone. 10 to shoot. Cone drives left, one dribble, cross-court lob to the right side in Maines. Back into the middle for Tout. Tout spin move, double team, throws it away. Turnover number 10 on NAU here in the first half.
It's amazing that it's 12-8 and Northern Arizona has 10 turnovers. It's pretty incredible, but their defense have saved them just a little bit.
Well, yeah, Wildcats have gone scoreless over the last 3 minutes. NAU for the last 3 minutes as well. We've been stuck on 12-8 for a while. McEwen comes left around a Jones screen. Carlson swings it left for Segu. Drives the left baseline. Shot rejected. Tout was there to block it. No surprise there. One of the best shot blockers in the conference.
Yeah, an aggressive defender and Cone there to gather it after the shot block. A really nice job of helping down after he passed off the offensive player. So Northern Arizona's defense pretty stout.
Baines out top to Tout. Tout drives the lane and traveled. Slipped and fell. I think they were looking for a foul, none forthcoming. And so it'll be Weber State basketball.
Yeah, just a little bit of contact there, but the slip and fall happened before the contact, and so another turnover for the Lumberjacks.
Turnover is great if you're going out for breakfast, not in a basketball game. Segu left the lane, cross-court pass deflected by Tout into the arms of Cone. Cone leads it ahead. Stark pulls up, left angle three, too strong. Long rebound goes to Maines, fires it inside to Tout for a two-hand slam. Carson Tout with his first 2 points, 12-10. Weber State with a lead. McEwen out top to Jones, under 9 minutes for the half. Low scoring first half to say the least. McEwen harassed by Stark, and now finally a reach-in called on Stark. McEwen had been asking for it and finally got it. Mason Stark with his first foul. That's team foul number 6 on Northern Arizona as Jaden Jackson returns to the lineup for Tout. And for NAU, also checking in for the first time, Carter Mahaney, a 6'2 freshman from Lafayette, California.
Kobe McEwen just tremendous eye contact there with the referee asking for the foul, although kind of took him out of the play, but definitely was fouled, so a good call there.
Dylan Jones along the left sideline, hands it off to Kohler. Jones with 9 out of the 12 points for the Wildcats. McEwen for 3, no, but on the follow-through, Stark fouls him. 3 free throws coming for Kobe McEwen with 8:35 left in the half.
Yeah, and again, Stark just plays good defense, gets caught reaching, and then good defense, and doesn't let the shooter land in McEwen. So unfortunate for Stark there, and NAU, they're going to give up 3 free throws.
McEwen at the line, a 71% free throw shooter, looking for his first points of the night, and he'll have to wait a little bit longer as he misses the first. Interesting, 0 for 1 tonight from three-point range for Kobe. He was 10 for 16 from downtown in the first 3 games, but he's 6 for 23 since. Second McEwen free throw bangs in off the back iron for his first point. 13-10. As the Wildcat drought ends at 5 minutes, 12 seconds.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine McEwen's going to get going from deep, but again, nobody's really looked that comfortable shooting the basketball thus far. Dylan Jones obviously with an early stretch of points, but those came inside. So one of these teams has got to get going from deep if they want to separate themselves.
So McEwen hits 2 out of 3. The Wildcats have their 4-point lead back at 14-10. Mahaney against Segu, hands off to Jackson. Out top Richards for Northern Arizona. Hands it off to Maines. Chest pass to the left side. Aguic back down low to Richards. Backs against Carlson. Left to right across the paint. Throws up a jump hook and scores it. Ezekiel Richards with his first 2. 14-12 Wildcats. Segu into the forecourt. Hands to Kohler. Out top Dylan Jones. Walks it to the sideline. Left. Gives it to McEwen. Pass into the right corner. Segu. Nothing there. Kohler on the drive against Maines. All the way to the basket. Lays it up good, and he's... Dyson Kohler completes the 3-point play. That's just his second free throw attempt of the year. He's now 1 for 2. The Wildcats lead by 5 at 17-12. Jaden Jackson in the lineup for the Lumberjacks. Gives it up to Richards. Ezekiel Richards against Carlson. Flips it to Cone. Cone picked up by Carlson on the switch. Now they swing it around to the left side. And Jackson. Jackson on the drive. Left baseline. Throws up an 8-foot runner. No. Weak side rebound by Dylan Jones. Back the other way comes McEwen for the Wildcats. McEwen pulls up right of the lane. Throws it out to Jones. Carlson thought about the 3. Didn't take it. Hands off to McEwen. McEwen picks up the dribble. Throws to Jones. Now curling is Segu. Shoots the 3. No. Long rebound, Jones on the left wing, and a fresh 20 seconds on the shot clock for Weber State.
I think both teams would do well to get the ball going toward the basket. That's where they've been scoring it, so let's see if they can do that on this possession.
Segu fires on a skip pass to Kohler. Right wing 3, yes.
Of course.
Dyson Kohler knocks down the 3. That's his second three-pointer in 5 tries this season. The Wildcats lead by 8.
Well, it was good advice at the time.
It was.
Right? But if
you're going to spot on.
If you're going to make a 3, then okay, go ahead.
8-point lead equals the largest so far for Weber State. Aguic looking inside for Richards. Can't get it to him. Now he does. Low right against Carlson. Richards holding. Gives it up to Jackson. His jumper won't fall. Richards the offensive rebound. Back out to Jackson. Now Richards again, low right against Carlson. Leaves it for the cutter, Cone. His fadeaway 12-footer won't go. Rebound off the fingertips of Aguic. Out of bounds. It'll belong to the Wildcats as Carlson leave, and the Englishman Alex Chu checks back in. Meanwhile, Jay Green returns to the Northern Arizona lineup, replacing Aguic.
Yeah, Richards had actually really good position a couple of different times and chose to pass it to a shooter, but he's got the last 2 points for Northern Arizona, a really good move down low, so might want to consider doing that again.
McEwen bounces to Chu down low left. Spin move on Richards, gets behind him, got fouled on the dunk attempt. And so Chu will go to the line to shoot two. Ezekiel Richards picks up his first foul. Chu already 1 for 2 from the line so far in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Richards had that surprised look on his face because Chu made such a good move, or he didn't think he fouled him, but Chu with a beautiful move down low. Such a quick move once he got the basketball. He's got, like I said, a really solid base, but he's able to move really quickly as well. So, he's just going to continue to improve as well as such a young guy.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how.
I would like to.
Me? Well, tonight's not a problem since we're simulcasting.
That's
Chu
right.
misses the second 9-point Weber State lead. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Jackson on the drive, cut off by Kohler, leaves it for Cone. Jalen Cone drives on Seagood, jump pass inside. The pass hits the iron, picked up by Dylan Jones. Leads it ahead for McEwen, waits for some help, leaves it for the trailer Kohler, and he is fouled on the pass. Reach in on Winton Brown, and if that is indeed on Brown, I believe that's his third. Yep, that is number 3 on Brown. So quickly, it'll be Mahaney off the bench. Carter Mahaney for Northern Arizona.
Yeah, Brown with 3 fouls in about 6 minutes of gameplay. It's just been a tough night for him thus far, and you can see the frustration on his face as I call that foul on him. So he's going to come out for Mahaney.
That's the 10th team foul. That's why Kohler is shooting 2. Already with 7 points. He came in averaging less than 2 a game. All-time leading scorer at Jordan High School, though, 1,741 points. So you know he can find the range. He's got 8 after the second free throw. The Wildcats had their biggest lead at 23-12 on an 8-0 run.
Yeah, this Weber State team is super deep. They have a lot of really good players and some guys that are going to fight for minutes like Kohler, as there's another turnover. A travel there.
Spencer Roberts shuffling the feet as he tried to get into position for the shot.
But it's going to be a fight. I mean, a lot of these Weber State, especially the guard line, they can all really play. So it might be who gets hot, stays in the game.
Yeah, 13 first half turnovers, and now 1 by the Wildcats as KJ Cunningham in for the first time. Had his foot on the sideline when he took the pass. Cunningham playing for only the 3rd game this year. That's the 5th turnover on the Wildcats. Right now, he's on Jalen Cone. And he's missed most of the season so far with an ankle injury.
And he's a really good defender, and so that's I mean, he can obviously score and lead the team in a lot of ways, but he's a great defender as well.
Cone driving right in the lane. Shot rejected by Chu, but Cone gets it back. 12 on the shot clock. On the drive, Jackson kicks it out to Mahaney. Mahaney at the foul line. Throws it right wing for Jackson. Shot clock at 4. Jackson shot blocked, but a foul on McEwen. And so the foul on Kobe, that'll be his second. Fans don't like it, but it looks like a good call. They're saying it was on a pass, so no free throws coming. That is team foul number 6 on the Wildcats as McEwen will leave and Sigu Sissoko Jawara returns to the lineup.
He got a lot of basketball up top, but he got a lot of body down low as well. And it's one of those plays, it's a tough call to take if you're a Wildcat fan, but it's a foul.
So Cone out near midcourt against Cunningham. Over 3 minutes of scoreless play for Northern Arizona right now. Cone gives it up to Jackson. Back between the circles to Green. Returns it to Jackson. 7 to shoot. Down low, Roberts in on Chu. Can't get anywhere. Good defense by Chu. Now Roberts turns, shot blocked. And Chu, rejection went off the shoulder of Roberts. Out of bounds. It'll go Wildcat basketball.
You see him block it up top, but that was a lower body block. He moved his feet so well on that play. He couldn't go anywhere, could Roberts, but what a play there.
Second block of the game for Alex Chu. Sigu to Chu in the left baseline. Skip pass out long to Kohler. Open for three. Too strong. Rebound cleared by Roberts for Northern Arizona. Back comes Jalen Cone the other way. Drives by Cunningham. Throws up a 5-foot floater. It won't go. Gets his own miss. Kicks it back out. Jackson for three. Got it. Second chance opportunity, and Jaden Jackson makes the Wildcats pay for it. NAU stops their scoreless run at nearly 4 minutes to get back to within 8.
That kick out three off the offensive rebound is so easy.
Kohler, left wing three, got it.
Nice.
Dyson Kohler with 11. First time he's been in double figures all season long. At the other end, Jackson on. Wildcats with an 11-point lead. Good one going on in Flagstaff. The women, Weber State leading Northern Arizona by 1, 70-69 with 4.5 minutes remaining in that one. Sigu in the front court. That's the conference opener for those two teams as well. Into the left corner, KJ Cunningham has it. Throws it out to Kohler, and he traveled. Shuffled his feet. 6 turnover on Weber State. So
yeah, it's just, you would think 6 turnovers is a little bit more than you'd like, but your opponent has 14 right now, so I guess count your blessings. But, it's one of those ones. Just be a little bit more tightened up.
And out, Jalen Cone out top. We got a whistle underneath as Richards and Chu are battling. Foul on Alex Chu. That's his first 7th team foul on the Wildcats. So a 1-and-1 opportunity for Ezekiel Richards. An excellent free throw shooter. He's made 15 of 16 so far this year. So a 1-and-1 for the sophomore transfer from Santa Clara. And of course, he missed it. Broadcaster jinx again. Jones the rebound, and for Dillon, that's his 7th. Sigu in the lane, hook pass out high to Jones. Dillon picks up the dribble, flips it to Sissoko Jawara. Out beyond the arc, cross court left side. KJ Cunningham for three, too strong. Long rebound Mahaney for Northern Arizona. He'll push it up, leave it back into the middle for Jay Green. Green on the drive against Kohler, lost it on the dribble, but it's off of Kohler. It'll be out of bounds to NAU.
Yeah, Wildcats right now just 2 of 11 from 3, and need to shoot it a little bit better as they have been on the year. Like we talked about from the field, elite shooting team. But let's see if Zaire Porter coming in for Cunningham here can maybe knock one down.
So it'll be Mahaney to inbound left baseline. Lumberjacks the ball down 11. Richards has it on the left wing. Hands to Cone, picked up by Sigu. Now it's Richards out top. Looks inside, nothing there. Gives it back out to Green, who almost got the ball stuck on his hip. Green drives on Chu, takes it to the rack, spin move, uses the left hand and comes up short. Gets his own miss though, and he will penetrate and get fouled.
It's going to be 2 on one of the bigs there. I think it was Dylan Jones who got his hand in there.
Dylan Jones picks up his second. That's the 8th team foul on the Wildcats, but give credit to Jay Green, who's 1 against 3, and he somehow got the offensive rebound from his miss. And so Cunningham's back in, and Dylan Jones will sit with 2 fouls.
Yeah, nice to be able to move Kohler into that 4 spot and bring in another guard. But you hope the rebounding won't suffer.
Green makes the first. He's 1 of 2 for the line on the year. 32 games, 2 starts in his career at UNLV before transferring. One more coming for the Sydney native, and that one's high off the rim. No, rebound cleared by Porter for Weber State. Porter leaves it for Sissoko Jawara, guarded by Mahaney. Drives on Mahaney, lays it up. They're going to call an offensive foul on Sigu Sissoko Jawara. That's his first 9th team foul on Weber State. So with 2:18 to go in the half, NAU down 10, gets it back.
You see him make the move and just lean in and initiate a little bit of contact. That did not look like an offensive foul, but enough of one for the referee to call it, so it is.
Right wing, Green has it. Cross court to to Cone. His 3-pointer's an air ball, taken away by Zaire Porter. Porter leaves it for Sigu. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Porter lobs inside for Chu, behind the defense, slams it down with 2 hands. His 5th dunk of the year. Alex Chu with 4. The Wildcats lead by 12.
Yeah, just catches it and goes straight up for the dunk. That was beautiful. Might have got contact there from Richards as well.
Porter reaching around, tried to poke it away, commits the foul. That's his first 10th team foul on Weber State. So 2 free throws coming for Jay Green, who just went 1 of 2 at the line a moment ago.
Yeah, it's an impulse to kind of dribble that basketball before you put it up, but Chu did a really nice job of catching, facing, and slamming it down.
First free throw by Green is good. Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like TicketSmarter. For all the best sports, concerts, and theater events, visit TicketSmarter.com or on their app. TicketSmarter, proud to be the official ticket sales partner of Weber State. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets. As Green hits both free throws, he's got 3 points, 28-18. Weber State with 95 seconds left in the half. Chu finds a cutter in Cunningham. Pass deflected away and stolen by Jalen Cone. Turnover, number 8 on the Wildcats, as NAU tries to cut the deficit down to single digits. Mahaney, left sideline for Cone. Lob into the left corner for Nick Maines, who's back in. Maines out top to Green. Green drives, spins to his right, deflected by Porter. Loose ball on the floor. Chu on the scramble, trying to get it, and we got a whistle and a tie-up. And the arrow is pointing in the Wildcats' favor.
Yeah, Chu did a really nice job. He tried to pick it up right at first when he dove on the basketball, but he realized he didn't have a handle on it, just got his whole body on it. And if anybody was going to get it from him, they were going to foul him or tie him up, and that's Weber State basketball in the alternating possession.
Yeah, and both teams struggling from the field. Northern Arizona 24%, Weber State 38%. NAU 2 of 7 from three-point range. The Wildcats 2 of 11. Both teams have shot better than that. Yeah, the first conference game of the year, a whole different level of intensity. Mahaney in the backcourt, one-on-one up the floor against Cunningham.
Looks like they're setting up a play for Cone to get a screen up high.
Cone comes right around a Richards screen, hooks it back to Richards, anticipated and stolen away by Sigu. 1-on-2, he'll wait for some help. Porter takes the pass, cross-court lob, picked off by Cone. 4-second differential now between the game clock and the shot clock.
Yeah, Porter, that's the second time he's gotten up in the air with nowhere to go, and those passes usually get picked off, and they have twice. So got to really make sure you know where you're going with the basketball before you jump to make your pass.
Two teams have combined for 26 turnovers in the first half.
That's incredible.
Neither coach can be happy about that.
Oh, no.
Shot clock at 5. Cone on the drive. Jump pass to Green in the lane. 1 second. He didn't get it off. He traveled before the shot attempt.
Normally knocked down that they haven't. So we'll see if this little set play, it's called Chicago. I know what it's called. Let's see if they can run it right.
Kohler to inbound. Shovels it ahead to Sigu. He races into the front court. 2 seconds. Step back 3. Counts if it goes.
You know, it's a little frustrating to watch. It's not a very fun basketball game so far to watch. We want to see a little bit tighter play from both teams so we can maybe enjoy it. See some buckets.
Northern Arizona gets the first possession of the second half. Stark in the lane, has it knocked away. Ball loose, picked up off the floor by Dylan Jones. So right off the bat, the 18th turnover of the game for NAU. Jones hands to McEwen, leaves it left for Sigu. Now he'll hand to J.J. Overton. Back out to McEwen. McEwen pulls up at the foul line, sends it left for Sigu. Left baseline, his 12-footer, no. Rebound, grabbed by Maines.
If you're in the second half and you have as many turnovers as points, you're not in very good shape very often.
Stark, Tout, Richards, Cone, and Maines on the floor for Northern Arizona. We'll get to the Wildcats in a moment as Maines backs it down low against Overton. Jump hook, no, but a foul on JJ, and that'll be his third. Wildcats with Jones, Sissoko, Jawara, McEwen, Overton, and Carlson on the floor.
And Overton doesn't like the call, and I might agree with him, but at the same time, he gets switched off onto a much bigger player in Tout, and he just needs some help there. You know, he can't. When you switch and you have a guard guarding a big and he gets 4 or 5 dribbles like Tout just did, it's going to be a foul or a bucket almost every time. And so Weber State needs to do a better job of helping their teammate there.
Tout, a 50% free throw shooter, missed the first. Makes the second, so he's right on schedule. 3 points for Tout, 28-19. Weber State's lead is 9. Jones on the left side, hands to McEwen, curls around a Carlson screen, throws it to Overton. JJ on the right wing, right of the lane, throws it out to Carlson. Thought about the 3, couldn't take it. Richards was on him. McEwen against Stark. Bounce pass down left for Jones. Back to McEwen. Around a Jones screen. Three-pointer on the way off the front iron. Carlson with the offensive rebound. Tries to dunk it. Is fouled. It'll be on Richards, his second. Cody Carlson aggressive to the basket. Will shoot two.
That was very aggressive and very impressive there from Carlson, getting that rebound, finding himself kind of without anybody between him and the basket. Takes a hard dribble. I love going up and trying to dunk that basketball because good things happen. He gets fouled there.
First free throw for Carlson is good. He's now 4 of 8 on the year. That's his first point. Stark out, Jay Green back in for Northern Arizona. Carlson coming off a 10-point, 5-rebound game at Dixie State Saturday. He's 1 for 2 at the line. It's back to a 10-point Weber State lead. Up the left side, it's Tout. One-on-one against Dylan Jones. Backs Dylan down low, spins to his left, up and under, lays it up short, and Jones is there for the rebound. That's his 8th of the game.
A great defense as well. Just puts himself in perfect position.
Jones gives to Sigu. Comes left around a Carlson screen. Gives it up to McEwen on the drive all the way to the basket. Underlays the hoop. No, but a foul. And so Kobe McEwen will go to the line to shoot a pair. The foul will be on Ezekiel Richards. That's his third. He and Winton Brown with 3 fouls each for the Lumberjacks. J.J. Overton has 3 fouls for the Wildcats. So McEwen to shoot 2. He's 2 of 3 from the line so far in this game.
Yeah, nice aggressive move going toward the basket. If he's going to get going in this basketball game, that's what he needs to do, is just get really aggressive, see the ball go in from the free throw line, and maybe he'll see it go in from deep.
With 3 fouls, Richards leaves, and Mahaney back in. Carter Mahaney. Second McEwen free throw is good. So McEwen now with 4. The Wildcats equal their biggest lead of the night at 12, 31-19. Nearly 2 minutes into the second half. Jay Green picks up the dribble, throws it between the circles and Mahaney. Mahaney chest pass to the left side and Green. Green tries to drive, can't penetrate Jones. Lob down low to Maines. He's double teamed, gets it away to Green. They swing it around to Cohn into the right corner. Here, Mahaney open for 3, no. Rebound Dylan Jones, and that's his 10th.
That was good ball movement, but also good recovery defense after that double team there for the Cats.
Now we got a whistle and a foul as Cody Carlson goes down in the lane. Being talked to by one of the officials.
Didn't see what happened there. If he just stepped wrong, it looks like a leg thing. Oh, and yeah, he just missed his step in the lane. And, you hope he didn't hurt himself too badly there. Doesn't look like he wants a substitution, but.
Nope. Alex Chu got off the bench ready to check in, but he was waved off.
Kind of disappointing, you want to get in the game, but obviously really awesome that Cody's not hurt.
McEwen to trigger, gets it into Sigu Sissoko Jawara in the left corner. Pass inside to Dylan Jones, he'll lay it in. Great feed by Sigu. Jones the finish. He now has his 5th double-double of the year to tie for number 1 in the nation in that department. 14-point Wildcat lead, their largest. Cohn has the pass tipped by Overton to the sideline, out of bounds. It'll be NAU ball with 19 to shoot.
But just more active hands there for the Wildcats. They're doing such a good job of getting deflections. It's really been, they're defensive juggernauts here tonight.
Mahaney in the forecourt. Gives it up to Green along the left side. Picked up by Overton. Green drives on Overton. Picked up by Carlson. But laid up and in by Jay Green. Strong move for his first bucket of the game. He's got 5 at the other end. Overton drives and gets fouled.
They're going to say that's on the floor, I believe. But a really nice move, capitalizing on a little celebration there from Green after he makes his layup.
Foul on Green is first. JJ tried to sell. He was in the act of shooting, but the officials wouldn't buy it. Over on the inbounds, they get it to Sigu down low, lays it up too hard. Weak side rebound for Tout for NAU. At the other end, Mahaney drives, has it poked away by Sigu. Loose ball picked up though by Cohn. Maines throws it into the right corner for Green. Lob down low for Tout. He spins on Carlson. They get hooked up on a foul on Cody. That'll be his second. That is team foul number 2 on the Wildcats. So it'll be a left baseline inbound for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, and Cody, I mean, there was contact from both players, but Cody just got his forearm right in the rib cage of Tout.
Jay Green holding against Overton. Lobs it to the left elbow, and Tout squares up on Carlson. Now drives into the lane. Jump pass inside. Tried to get it to Maines, but it's tipped out of bounds by Dylan Jones.
7 seconds left on the shot clock, and Northern Arizona aware, so you got to watch for something quick if you're Weber State here.
Quick and towards the basket.
Yep.
They get it into Tout, right wing, holding, still holding. Shot clock at 4. Green on the drive, shot clock at 2. Offensive foul as he lowered the shoulder into Dylan Jones. And for Jay Green, that's his second foul. That's team foul number 4 on NAU.
And great team defense there. Cody Carlson doesn't give Tout anywhere to go with the ball, and the guards all play great defense, not letting Tout pass the basketball either. So took too much time and put too much pressure on the offense.
McEwen, left elbow, gives to Jones. Back to Carlson. Cody, left wing 3, too strong. Rebound, grabbed by Cone. Jalen Cone has it knocked away. Seago on the steal. He'll take it in and lay it up and in. Seago with his 4th point, and the Wildcat lead back to 14.
Seago uses his body so well. You saw him kind of slow up, make a little contact, and not let the shot blocker get into his shot there.
Now Green, left sideline for NAU. Double team, looking for some help. Now Jones on him one-on-one. They lob it, left elbow to Tout. Tout backing down on Carlson, throws it out long. Maines will launch the 3 and hit it. Nick Maines, a 38% shooter from downtown, makes that one. He's got 5, and that brings the Lumberjacks back to an 11. Carlson, left angle 3 again. Swish! Cody Carlson with his first field goal. He's got 4, and the Wildcat lead back to 14. As the big men exchange 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Carlson passed up a couple threes in the first half. I think regretted it, and he shot a couple this half and made him look good.
Tout inside to Green, one dribble, lays it up with the left hand short. Dylan Jones with a rebound. Ahead to Overton. Overton splits the defense, lays it up, no. Carlson's tip won't fall. Back the other way comes NAU. It's Jalen Cone, right side, finds the cutter. Tout lays it up too high. Second free throw short. Maines, though, the offensive rebound for NAU. They kick it back out to Stark. His three-pointer around and out. Chu clears the glass for the Wildcats. Back comes Dylan Jones up the left side. Into the lane, to the paint, lays it up good, and he's fouled. Strong move to the basket by Dylan Jones, who has a chance now for a three-point play.
Yeah, big-time move to the basket there from Dylan Jones. And, kind of a raw deal there for the Wildcats in the last 2 possessions. They didn't get the foul call from Overton and then give up one to Tout that maybe was questionable, but Dylan Jones just takes it by himself and gets all the way to the basket. Looks really good. Nice free throw as well.
Completes the trifecta. He's got a game-leading 14 points. The Wildcats have their biggest lead now at 41-25. Isaiah Lewis in for NAU. Hands to Jalen Cone. Cone to the left sideline, and Lewis again. He gets it out to Tout. Tout on the left wing against Chu. Spins to his left, bounces inside for Lewis. One dribble, puts it up with the left hand, around and in. Isaiah Lewis getting a nice feed that time from Carlson Tout. Again, as Coach Ray mentioned, one of the best, if not the best, passing big man in the league. McEwen for the Wildcats finds Jones underneath. He shovels it off to Chu. He's underneath, lays it up around and in. Alex Chu now with a half dozen, and the Wildcats lead by 16.
Nice ball movement there and a great finish from Chu. That was tough, and he got it up and put it in.
So now Lewis out high against Dylan Jones. Pass to Tout at the foul line. Carson to his left, bounces to Maines. Maines against Overton. Backs him down low, double team now. Comes, passes away. Lewis kicks it into the right corner. Stark open for 3, and he hits it. Mason Stark with his first three-pointer of the game. He's a 50% shooter from downtown of the year, and it's a 13-point Weber State lead.
Yeah, he's gonna want to shoot that basketball. You got to find him. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Jones open for 3, won't go. And the rebound cleared by Isaiah Lewis for Northern Arizona. Stark into the middle, hook pass inside. Maines open, lays it in. Nick Maines now with 7. And the Weber State lead cut to 11 at 43-32. After 18 points in the first half, NAU already with 14 here in the second. Dylan Jones against Maines. Loses the handle on it, gets it back, throws it out high to McEwen. Shot clock at 10. Overton looking for Chu. Instead drives himself to the right baseline, curls into the middle, finds a cutter. McEwen to the hoop, lays it up short. Rebound Maines as the Wildcats have gone a little bit cold, and now a steal. Dylan Jones back the other way. Jones throws it right sideline. McEwen fakes the three against Lewis. Comes around to the top of the arc, fires it left corner. J.J. Overton open for three, too strong. Long rebound, Karams out to Cone. Cone right side. Stark on the drive to the hoop, lays it up and in. Mason Stark with a quick 5 points. And now the lead down. Big Sky season is in. Northern Colorado at home needed overtime to beat Montana State 77-75. Here, Northern Arizona on a 7-0 run have cut the Wildcat lead down to 9. We got David Patton. The Lumberjacks have been the team to finally find the range. 6 of 10, 60% here in the second half. Wildcats still at 36% for the second half.
Yeah, and the Wildcats, as the heavily favored team, they got to find the range soon, because as McEwen does with a three-pointer right there, you can't let a Northern Arizona team hang around for much longer. They're going to make you work.
McEwen's first field goal gives him 7 on the game, 46-34. Weber State by 12. Left corner, Isaiah Lewis brings it to the paint, flips it out to Stark. Stark hands it off to Cone, Jalen Cone to Lewis. They find Tout down low against Chu, looking for a cutter. Now Tout dribbles across the lane from left to right. Now spins back to his left, back to his right, knocked away by Jones. Over the end line, will be out of bounds to NAU with just 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, and like we talked about the last time, something quick going toward the basket. Let's see if they can play as good a defense as they did the last time the Lumberjacks were in this situation.
Lewis will be the trigger man. Looking, goes to Cone in the left corner. Cone dribbles out to the wing, pulls up, 16-footer is short. And the rebound off the fingertips of Tout over the end line. It belongs to Weber State.
And Weber State needing another really good offensive possession here to kind of get their spirits up. They look a little like shell shocked that Northern Arizona is still in this basketball game.
McEwen drives, throws it to Dylan Jones. His left corner three, that's no good. A rebound and a push-off on Dyson Kohler on the rebound. That's his first foul, team foul number 3 on the Wildcats.
So Mason Stark showing that it's really not about size; it's about positioning. He got the right position there on the defensive glass, and Kohler forced to foul him to try to get the basketball.
Cone over the midcourt stripe, comes left with a dribble. Now back to his right, picks up it. The bounce goes to Maines. High pass inside for Tout, off his hand, out of bounds. Turnover number 22 on Northern Arizona. Their 5th of the second half. The Wildcats have yet to turn it over. Chu out, and J.J. Overton back in for Weber State. Dylan Jones down the middle, gives to Segu. Segu curls to the left side, hands to Kohler. Dyson Kohler with a big 11 points in the first half. Jones directing traffic, goes to McEwen, into the right corner, Segu. Back out top to Jones, left corner, Overton. His jumper is short, rebound cleared by Cone for Northern Arizona. Jalen Cohen's pass to Stark. Stark on the drive, in the lane. Tries to hit a cutter to Lewis, but it's tipped out of bounds. Touched last by McEwen, who got a fingertip on it to redirect the pass.
Yeah, that's all he needed there. It was a layup. If he didn't get a deflection, I think it was a really nice pass by Stark, but a great deflection and saves 2 points.
Tout out, Richards back in. Aguic also returns for Maines. Left baseline inbounds for Lewis. Looking, lobs it out long to Cone. Picked up by Segu. Cone gives it up to Lewis. Lewis comes right around an Aguic screen. Back to Lewis. Aguic rather, and it's deflected and stolen away by Kohler. Ahead for Overton. Overton on the drive, lays it up short, tips it back up in and out. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Stark. Back comes NAU, 1-on-3. Stark will wait for some help. Lewis, hook pass inside, Aguic up over Jones, banks it too hard, and Dillon with a rebound for the Wildcats. Gives it up to McEwen. Kobe McEwen into the forecourt, driving right, stops, kicks it out to Kohler, launches the three, around and out. Rebound cleared by Richards for Northern Arizona. Cone, a long lead for Stark, pulls up, 15-footer, too strong. Kohler, the weak side grab for the Wildcats.
It's a fast-paced game with no buckets. It's kind of funny to watch. I mean, both teams inept from the offensive side, but they're still moving it really good.
On the other hand, neither coach is smiling.
Right.
Segu fakes, drives against Lewis, all the way to the basket, lays it in. Good
go.
move by Segu. Up the right side for McEwen, behind the defense, throws it down with the right hand. Kobe McEwen with the exclamation point. The Wildcats lead by 16, equaling their biggest lead of the game.
And what a pass there in transition. That was beautiful. And McEwen with the flush.
Tout the jump hook over Dylan Jones to answer. He's got 6. 50-36 in favor of the Wildcats.
Great catch there from Porter as the outlet pass was a little long. He did well to corral it.
McEwen between the circles. Around a Jones screen, into the lane, lobs it for Porter. Porter fakes right, comes left, goes back to the hoop. America First Credit Union, proud to sponsor Weber State Athletics. America First products, tools, and services can help you tackle any financial goals. So become a member today at americafirst.com. Zaire Porter hits 1 of 2 from the foul line. Weber State's lead is 15, 51-36. 12 steals for the Wildcats. That's a season high against the Division I team. They had 14 earlier this year against Western Colorado. Meanwhile, Northern Arizona, Tout at the left elbow. Drives on Kohler, jump pass inside, too hot to handle for Stark, picked off by Porter. Back the other way comes Kohler for Weber State. Kohler picks up the dribble against Maines, sends it to Porter, swings it to McEwen, and now it's Overton on the left wing. Overton on the drive, jump pass to Kohler, right angle three, too strong. Rebound Maines for Northern Arizona. Cone drives. Drop pass picked off by Porter. Another turnover. Porter lobs ahead for Overton. Tried to dunk it, missed it, but McEwen's there to finish it off. Kobe McEwen in double figures with 11. And the Wildcats have their largest lead.
I can't believe he tried to complete that lob with a dunk. That was incredible just to get it to the rim. And then, of course, a nice follow from McEwen.
Mahaney gives it up to Cone wide right. Curls to the foul line, leaves it for Stark. Stark against Overton, up and under. Oh, JJ blocks the shot from behind. Loose ball picked up by Kohler. First rejection of the game at the other end. Porter for three, no. Long rebound, caroms out to Mahaney. Mahaney comes in for the left side, lays it up too hard. Rebound Kohler, and back comes Porter, who will slow it up.
Yeah, that last three attempt by Porter would have brought the house down, of course. I don't know if it's the shot that they want, but you got to make it if you're going to take it. And then they slow it down on this possession wisely.
Left corner three, McEwen, no, and he's fouled by Cone. So Jalen Cone picks up his second foul. 7th team foul on Northern Arizona. I believe he was fouled shooting a three-pointer, so 3 free throws for McEwen. He had a similar opportunity in the first half and made 2 of 3.
Yeah, clearly behind the line as he makes his first free throw, and he's going to get subbed out here after he makes all 3.
Oh, McEwen at the stripe. Transfer from Marquette, 2 years at Utah State, 2 years at Marquette. Overton out. Sego Sissoko Jawara checks in. For Northern Arizona, Stark and Maines leave as Lewis and Richards return for the Lumberjacks.
I think they switched to where they were going to sub for McEwen. It was originally going to come out. Oh, and he only makes 2 of 3.
So he has 13 points. Weber State with a 19-point advantage as we hit 6 minutes to play in the second half. Lewis. Left wing for Tout. Tout backing down on Kohler. Still backing him down. Stripped by Kohler. Loose ball picked up by Dylan Jones for the Wildcats. Ahead to McEwen. Right wing Segu launches the three. Short. Rebound Tout. The Wildcats now just 4 of 23 from downtown.
Yeah, they were 4 of 20 at the last timeout and have taken 3 since. And you know, they just won't get the ball inside but still have a 19-point lead. So
Lewis drives nicely on Jones and lays it in with the left hand. Isaiah Lewis with 4. 55-38 Weber State. That ends a 5-0 Wildcat run. Porter out top, throws it right side for Jones. Jones against Richards, throws it out high to Zaire. Three-pointer on the way, too strong. Rebound out long to Jalen Cone for Northern Arizona. Lobs it ahead for Lewis. Lewis on the left wing. Now Cone has it out high as we move under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Mahaney against Kohler. Comes left with a drive, fadeaway 10-footer, in and out. Rebound cleared by Porter for the Wildcats. Back the other way comes Zaire Porter. Lobs it to Kohler, coming in from the right side, and he gets fouled by Tout. Carson Tout with his second, 8th team foul on NAU, and so a pair of free throws coming for Dyson Kohler, looking for his first points the second half.
Carson Tout has done such a good job in this basketball game. Obviously, Weber State only 55 points with 4 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. He's going to come out, but he's done such a nice job of being really aggressive on defense without fouling. He's just got 2 fouls, and and one of those was the technical. So he's been really aggressive without fouling, and that's impressive for a big guy.
6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block as Kohler hits the free throw. He'll get one more as he adds to his Weber State career high with 12.
I say for a big guy because guards get away with it all the time. They can foul everybody, no one calls it, but big guys get, it's microscopic down there.
So Kohler hits them both. He has 13, and the Wildcat lead is 19 again at 57-38. Richards at the right elbow, guarded by Jones. Hands off to Lewis. Isaiah Lewis fires it inside. Here's a shot turned up and in by Winton Brown, and a foul on Kohler. So Winton Brown with his first 2 points, a chance for a three-point play as Dyson Kohler picks up his second foul, 5th team foul on Weber State here in the second half. Turnovers in the second half, 10 for Northern Arizona, none for Weber State.
Yeah, Weber, got their tongue lashing at halftime and has really cleaned it up. They've looked good.
Brown missed the free throw, and we got a whistle and either a foul or a lane violation. It's a foul on Richards, and that's his 4th. So back to the other end. That's the 10th team foul on Northern Arizona, so that means 2 free throws coming for Dyson Kohler, who just made a moment ago. Good balance for Weber State. 14 for Dylan Jones, 13 for McEwen, and 13 so far for Kohler.
And Dylan Jones, 11 rebounds go along with that.
And 4 steals.
You come to expect it from Dylan Jones that he's going to fill that stat sheet up so well. But nevertheless, it's just super impressive that every game he seems to do it.
Dyson Kohler now has more points in this game than he had all season long coming in.
Yeah, and like you said, a really capable scorer, just hadn't done it and hadn't had the minutes, and but now looking really comfortable on the floor in league play.
Back to a 19-point Weber State lead. Jay Green back in for the Lumberjacks, gives it up to Lewis to the foul line, and Winton Brown bounces inside for Richards. Richards has the ball stripped, ball loose on the floor, and Richards diving for it. Had his shoulder on the end line. He was out of bounds when he made contact. So with 4:06 left in regulation, Weber State gets the ball back.
I don't have the live in front of me. How many turnovers is that for the Lumberjacks?
That is number 28 on the game, number 11 here in the second half.
And I don't know if I've ever seen 30 in a game.
No.
I don't know, but it looks like we're headed there.
I think I have, but it was the Washington Generals.
Oh.
Segu has it on the right wing, drives into the paint. Ball picked up by Dylan Jones. Jones spin move on Richards, lays it up and in. Dylan Jones was 16, and the Wildcats lead by 21, 61-40.
Dylan caught something in the stomach on the way down, and he's holding his stomach, but he looks, I think he's going to persevere. He's maybe the toughest guy that Weber's ever had. So
I'm holding my stomach too, but I'm hungry. Michael Kozak will check in for the first time at the next whistle. Winton Brown on the drive, flips it to Mahaney in the right corner. His 3 ball is short. Rebound Ezekiel Richards for Northern Arizona. Fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Lumberjacks. Richards down low against Jones. Backs him down. They kick it out to Lewis. Southpaw 3, short. Rebound Jones and Rich. So Dylan Jones will be at the free throw line to shoot 2. The Wildcats leading 61-40 with 3:01 to play as he hits the first. Just a reminder, Weber State will be hosting the National Invitational Volleyball Championship first and second round. Beginning tomorrow night, they'll take on Cal State Bakersfield at 6. Pacific plays Portland State at 3, with a second round matchup between the two winners at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Dylan Jones leaves, and what a night for Dylan Jones. He ends up with 18 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals. Michael Kozak in for Weber State as Lewis has it in the backcourt. Kozak played a minute 18 against Dixie State, his first action since the opening game of the season. He's been hampered by an ankle not responding well to off-season surgery. 5 on the shot clock. Lewis will put up the 3, right corner no, and the rebound cleared by Porter, who gets knocked down by Spencer Roberts, who picks up the foul, his first, and a couple of free throws coming for Zaire Porter.
Yeah, Michael Kozak's a guy who's played a lot of really meaningful minutes for the Wildcats, and I think hopefully he gets some meaningful minutes as the year comes on. As year goes on, it's difficult to say with the depth of the team, but he's been really instrumental in a lot of really big wins for the Cats. So
tied for 5th all time in blocks with 100 exactly. Tied for 5th with Zach Braxton, Burkott Chapman, and Darren Mahoney. And David Nzekwesi in for the first time since the Western Colorado game. Transfer from the University of Denver. Zaire Porter hits both free throws, giving him 3 on the game. 65-40, Weber State by 25. Jaden Jackson back in for Northern Arizona. Mahaney has it outside. Gives it back to Jackson. Jackson comes left around a Roberts screen. Throws it to Roberts. In the lane, turnaround 12-footer over Nzekwesi off the window, no good. Rebound tipped by Brown into the arms of KJ Cunningham, who's checked in for the Wildcats. KJ gives it up to Kozak between the circles. Gives it up to Porter, who comes right around a Kozak screen, pulls up at the foul line. His jumper off the heel of the hoop. Cunningham tips the rebound, but into the arms of Winton Brown for Northern Arizona. Winton Brown drives in on Kozak, who cuts him off. Brown spinning towards the hoop, banks it off the window too hard. Rebound off the fingertips of Brown. It'll be out of bounds for the Wildcats. And now John Aguic checks back in, replacing Jay Green for Northern Arizona. And now Josh Sanders checks in, the 6'2 freshman out of Kaysville and Davis High School. Replacing Dyson Kohler, who had a career-high 15 points tonight for Weber State. Kohler also with 6 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals.
Yeah, without Kohler, both teams would have been under 20 at half, so he was instrumental in the lead that Weber State built at halftime.
Cunningham three-pointer from the right wing, no good. That shot just not falling for the Wildcats tonight. They are 4 of 25 from three-point range. So now Jaden Jackson will try a 3. He's short with a shot. Northern Arizona 4 for 15 from downtown. Zaire Porter drives, takes it to the rack, lays it up and in.
Oh, what a move. That was incredible. Gets the crowd going late in the game.
67-40 Wildcats. Jackson passes inside to Roberts, who lays it in. Spencer Roberts with his first 2, who was a team manager last season and now getting some playing time for the Lumberjacks. Sanders left wing 3. That's around and out. Porter's tip won't go. Aguic comes up with it now for Northern Arizona. As we're down to 40 seconds left in regulation. Wildcats looking to remain one of only 14 unbeaten teams left in Division I basketball.
You know, I think they might do it.
Mahaney veers left, back right, 10-footer, good. So Mahaney with his first 2, Carter Mahaney, and it's 67-44. Shot clock is turned off. They'll get into the front court and then dribble out the clock. So a game that certainly wasn't pretty throughout most of the contest. The Wildcats able to prevail here tonight as they win their Big Sky Conference opener. The final score, the Weber State Wildcats 67 and the